it's GeneralJSmith here with another LEGO Star Wars 2013 Summer Set Review. And today we have Jack 14's Stealth Starfighter, set number is 75018, ages 8 to 14, and comes with 550 pieces, and is £60 or $70. Right, so first of all, obviously, as I've said before, but if this is your first time watching this, then this isn't, I'm not going to explain the story of Jack 14 in this review, because I did a whole other video, which I'll put a link to in the description, about Jack 14's story and everything about that, so this review didn't have to be that long, because I've seen a lot of people's other reviews of this set, and they seem to be very long, because they have to explain the entire Jack 14 story, so I'm not going to do that, because I've explained it beforehand. So there you go, planning. Yeah, just as a set though, you know, it's definitely, it's pretty cool, personally. I think the figures look a bit strange when they're in the actual cockpit, but I'll go into that in a minute. Yeah, as I've said, but I'll just repeat, you know, this is completely unique to LEGO, and Star Wars had nothing to do with it, so, this is, you can add this in the Star Wars universe if you want, or whatever. Anyway, so let's go on the first figure. We have Jack 14, obviously. As I said in the actual thing, I wonder why his last name is a number, but, you know, there you go. First one is lightsaber. Nothing too much about his lightsaber. It's blue, except it has a white hilt, and we haven't seen one of these for a while. You know, in fact, what do you mean while? We haven't ever seen one of these, so that's kind of unique, which is cool. By the way, you could get a spare handle, so you can use, you know, do. So, there you go. On the actual figure, what is there to say? Quite frankly, as I've said, he's meant to be a clone that has force powers or something, I don't know, something like that. But you can watch that in the actual video I'll put in the link. We've got some leg printing. He meant to be wearing sort of clone trooper, phase 2 clone trooper armor, however, slightly different. So that's cool. So, you know, fairly basic leg printing, however, it definitely works. You know, I'm glad he's got leg printing. Definitely love that. We're going to go on the arm last, by the way. Yeah. Torso printing, I definitely love the torso printing. I think it looks very cool, very epic indeed, you know. Definitely, you know, you could use this for a lot of things. A lot of customizers are going to use this, because I do really love this torso. You know, you've got all the detailing. See, it does look a vaguely resemblance to the Phase 2 clone trooper armor. And the back. Very nice. Very cool. I really like that. Onto the face. He does have a two-sided face, which will go in a minute. He looks sort of... Yeah. He looks sort of... What's the word? I don't know, really. Sort of just out of it, like he's in a bit of a trance. Ugh. He looks very creepy. By the way, I should probably say he doesn't actually work for Count Dooku anymore once he turns rogue, which I think will happen. His hairpiece is very, well, it's very basic, you know. We have this hairpiece a lot of times before. I can't think of a figure we've had it in. I think we probably had it in the Mandarin in Iron Man 3 sets, to coincide with his beard. It's the same hairpiece, I think, in black. You know, very basic hairpiece. And it goes on like so. He does come with a helmet, which I'll show you in a minute. First, though, that's more his, well, calm, evil face, let's say. On the other side, we have his evil face. Because obviously he does have lightning, and I'll go through what this arm does in a minute. And when he goes all crazy and whatever, his eyes apparently turn into this. You know, all go crazy, go mad, insane. You know. Which is really cool, I really like this. You know, so, yeah. Mentally insane. He really needs to get contacts. Yeah, on the arm, let's go on the arm. This arm is just completely white, you know, and not a black glove, by the way, and not a black belt. It's more just grey, sort of. Both hands and the belt are sort of grey. Yeah. And now really onto the best part of this figure, and really the best part of the set, his arm. It is the first ever made by Lego, and in fact one of the first ever even made at all, let alone even by customizers and everything, translucent arm, so you can see through, well, vaguely, and it does look incredible, and it's also got arm printing, again with Darth Maul, as I mentioned in my Mandalorian Speeder review. He also has arm printing. I'm not entirely sure how it happens, but in the Yoda Chronicles you do see a trailer of him, like with the lightning coming out of his arm, or his arm turns into a lightsaber or something, I don't know. You have to watch the actual thing for that. Sorry, I can't give you any point. So that's very nice, you do see it coming down. Oh, looks so cool. And I was saying that if they made like a Yoda's hut with, they could make a whole figure translucent blue like this, and it could be like a ghost Obi-Wan or ghost Yoda. So that'd be very cool. And it does come with a helmet, which is just the Phase 2 mould, except with these smaller slits for eyes. It doesn't go around the back, it's just on the side. A lot of people said, is this a typo, or is this meant to be here? It looks like it's wrong, however the fact that it came in every set sort of implies it's meant to be there on the sides. Once again, I question why they don't have holes in the Phase 2 helmets so you can put visors and things, but you know what you're going to do. That's very cool, I do like that very much. Obviously you see through those blue slits for eyes, which is cool. Sorry I spent so long on this figure, it's just, that's what he looks like with the helmet. Sorry, it's just he looks so incredibly epic. Okay, but on to the next one, we have a Special Ops, I think, Clone Trooper. And yes, I know, everyone says, oh, well, he's got a Stormtrooper helmet. Yes, however, you do have to realise they're on Phase 2 armour at the moment, so, you know, I mean, ARC Troopers had Phase 2 helmets, didn't they? So, this is sort of the prototype for the Stormtrooper helmet. So, it's a Stormtrooper mould, so it's got some nice printing. No printing on the back, though. I really do love this, it really does look, it looks a lot more like a Phase 2 Trooper once you've got it, than just looking at the pictures. When I looked at the pictures, it didn't look that much like a Phase 2 Trooper. I mean, yeah, like Special Ops Trooper. So I definitely do like this face, definitely recommended. He just comes with a normal clone face, which is cool, as opposed to a black head or anything. Do like that. We're going to go on to the gun. First, he just comes with a normal blaster. Let's see about that. Put that over there. And he comes with a riot shield. This is just this piece. Basically, you know, very simple design. Very this piece and this shield thing, which is extremely cool. Obviously, I think this is meant to be really for Coruscant, you know, to help with riots or whatever. Hence, riot shield. So, I definitely do like the fact he got this. I call it a ray shield, so it's to come and deflect like lasers and things, which is cool. By the way, I think it'd be more accurate if he holds it like this. I can't put it on. There, now it covers his face, so that'd be more accurate, but you know what you can do. So it does come with a riot shield, very cool. He comes with this cloth thing like Captain Rex, and I think the same printing if I'm right. Except obviously in white and just blue stripes. Nothing to say about that. Very simply just put on, you know. And there you go. Just come with normal blue arms, blue legs. On the printing, oh, I love this printing. In actual fact, I may, just for practicality and things, like this figure more than Jet 14. Maybe, in this set. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, he does a kind of Republic symbol there, obviously. I do love this figure, and I love the way the belt goes into the torso. That is very cool. Down to the legs, very nice printing. I think better than Jet 14's printing. More detailed. Oh, I really love this figure. It's so cool, the printing on it. You really can use this in a lot of things. And especially what's going to do. Get a few of these, and, you know. I definitely get this set, because I think it's going to be worth a lot, this figure, when the set goes out of stock. Oh, I love this so much, this figure. One of the best figures of the year, I think. the amount of detailing on this is incredible. The way it goes and everything. If there's an arm printing, it would be completely just, just everything about it. I really love this. Okie dokie. On to the next figure, we have a Separatist Bounty Hunter. And yes, as I said in my other one, which once again I repeat is in the link in the description, it's hard to be a Separatist and a Bounty Hunter. They really should have said, you know, paid Separatist Bounty Hunter. Because Bounty Hunters only work for who paid them. You know, this Bounty Hunter could easily work for the Republic if they wanted to. If they paid him. So there we go. He just comes with a normal rifle. Not DC-15, we've got another set. Just a normal rifle. Okie dokie. Very big, no arm printing, it's just brown. With grey gloves, I think. Slightly darker grey. Yeah, slightly darker grey than Jack 14's. You can't see that very well. But slightly darker grey on the hands than Jack 14's hands. So there you go. This is meant to be a Mandalorian of sorts, I think. Because he looks a bit like a Mandalorian. Especially the helmet and everything. So, you can't see that very well at all, fortunately. Yeah. That's his legs. Very basic printing, but you know, I think it definitely coincides with the Bounty Hunter printing, what you would get. So that's very nice. Where he sort of goes. And he has a little pouch. On the torso, we have this. There's the two gun holsters, I think, that are there. Although he just comes with a rifle, so that's not entirely accurate. Very nice. And on the back. Very cool. I wish on the back they had belt printing where the backpack would go into the belt. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know why they did it on this side and not the other side, but you know what you're going to do. There you go. Maybe they forgot or something. I don't know. He does very much look like a bounty hunter. Very much indeed, you know. Sort of like the... Sort of half professional, half, you know, just finding what will fit. Don't really care about style or anything. It's not stylish. Bounty hunters are stylish. Onto the helmet. He is a Mandalorian mold. Like Mandalorian helmet mold, obviously. That's his eyes. It only goes so there's no printing on the back. Obviously, it's completely white, the helmet, apart from the printing. Yeah, anything. Sort of reminds me of Iron Man helmet for some reason. I don't know why it reminds me of the Iron Man helmet, but it does. He comes with, if I'm right, a Boba Fett head. Yeah, or Jango Fett. I think more Boba Fett than Jango Fett, because I think Jango Fett did have a few more scratches that we got in the Cobra tank droid. That's just a normal head. No back printing on the head. So that's very cool. Very much recommend this figure as well. I really do love the figures in this set. Apart from the droid, that's a bit boring. But I really do love the figures in this set. They are so unique and just so... everything. This is definitely what you could put in your Bounty Hunter collection. Definitely counts as a Bounty Hunter. Definitely looks like it. Next figure, last figure we only get is just a normal R4GO, R4GO. It's just, you know, a normal astromech droid with this new headpiece. Nothing to say about it really. The printing is, you know, I think it's fairly new. But really it's just different colours, you know. No back printing. I wish they'd have back printing on astromechs. I may have said that before, but I'm not sure. You know, I wish they'd have back printing astromechs. You know, going around. Nothing to say about him. He's really just, well, he's an astromech. R4GO, which is given to him by Count Dooku. R4GO is given to Jet 14 by Count Dooku and Darth Sidious and whatever. But yeah, anyway, onto the actual set. Right, so, as the set goes, not my favourite set of the entire line. Like probably, you know, probably like the 5th or 6th set from the summer line. This is the best, like 5th or 6th best. You know, it's, if you have enough money left over after getting the big sets like Gunjam and the ATT, then definitely get this. The figures are definitely well worth it. £60 is very, well, it's 550 pieces is exactly on the line where you say, you know, is that worth £60 or is that worth £50? That's exactly on the line, but because the figures you get, I think, you know, it's definitely well worth the £60. But anyway, let's get on the actual set. People have said it looks like a beefier version of like the Z95 Headhunter, and I suppose it does in a way. However, it's not as long. It's fairly short actually. It's shorter than I thought it'd be. You know, it's not ridiculously long. Not much stickers I thought there'd be, however there are a few. Let's go on the top. It does have this gun, which can be held in position by these triangle pieces, which is cool. You know, like, so you know it's straight on as opposed to like a bit that way or whatever. And this gun can go up completely 180 and it can spin 360. Whee! And go back down like so. We've got some very nice detailing in there. And we come with astromech. We're going to fit the astromech. Anyway, he just connects like that, and he's not going to fall down, which is cool. And he's meant to shoot the cannon, I suppose. If we lift, it's a bit of an annoying thing, and especially the fact that Lego invented it. You think they'd design it like differently. However, you have to move the cannon out of the way to open the cockpit, which is kind of strange. You think Lego would design that differently, but you know, maybe they thought kids wouldn't mind. I suppose I don't mind that much. It does come with like 4 studs in there to sit the minifigure. You sit Check 14 obviously, because Check 14 is still Starfighter. That is a sticker, the control panel. That's a sticker. That's very simple. These are stickers on the side, these 2 panels, and on the other side as well, there are stickers. This is a sticker. I don't know, I have no idea what this is. Maybe the Check 14 symbol. So leave in the comments if you can tell me what it is, because I don't know. And it just connects like that. It can't go up all the way, by the way. See, because you see that thing stops it. That's as far as it can go up. Not that you really want to go that way. The guns do connect to the side of the engines. And I like to say the engine design is very nice, very epic indeed. I really do love it. Definitely well worth it. So that's very nice. And obviously it's exactly the same design on the other side. The guns do come out a bit. I think the end of the guns are a bit very similar to the sort of design of the top turret. So it does have 3 opposable guns. Yeah, I think that's it, part of the main feature. Oh yeah, it does come with a back flap here, which you open, and like so. So you can take this out, and, sorry, I thought there was someone behind me. And there is a holocron in there, blue holocron. Apparently, holocrons are coming in a lot more sets. I don't know why, but, you know, seems to be coming in a lot of sets, but you can take that out, and it is just an empty crate in there. And just stick that back in, like so. Put that down. And I think, oh yeah, also it does come, like every other set ever, comes with flick-fire missiles. I like to design more than the actual just flicking it, however, nonetheless, it is a flick-fire missile, and I don't ever flick it. But you just push this thing, and, yeah. Very simple, I think you can guess how it works. Very simple design, and it's exactly the same on the other side. Now we're on the main feature. Well, no. Obviously, this is in landing mode, yeah. Then when you want to fly, what it's meant to do, this landing gear is obviously meant to go up, and if you look behind me, and you see that mechanism right there, as you turn it, the wings go down. Ta-ta. And there you go. So you saw that mechanism, and it stays in position. If you turn, you see, it sort of stays there in front of it. So yeah, and that's meant to be flying mode, stealth mode, which is, I like to say, very cool. Yeah, and that pretty much is it. That's pretty much the set. Obviously, when you fold the wings up, these do retract and go in, and when you put it up, it does stay there. See? Sorry, I keep having to stop and start the video. Someone keeps coming behind me. But, you know, there you go. Okay, so that's pretty much the set. Definitely well worth it. Let's go into the actual... Personally, I like it more when the wings are up. I think it looks a bit cooler. But you know what you can do. Let's get into the actual instructions. It does come with 2 of them. I don't know why it comes with 2 of them when it's only like a £60 set and it has 550 pieces. But, you know, it does come with 2. Comes with 5 bags. You know, also comes a brick separator, which I've lost. I don't know where the brick separator is, but you know, it comes with that. That's the code. I think that's actually the same as another one, in another set. I might check that. But, you know, you can copy that if you want. I'm getting all these sets, by the way. Here we go. And these are the figures, if I'm correct, that have come this year. Oh no, this Summerline, I think. Yeah. So don't come with 2 instruction manual. I don't know why it comes with 2 and it's only £60, as I said before, but you know, there you go. Figures are at the front rather than at... Okay, yeah, sorry I have to keep pausing the video, I keep having to do something. But, the figures, like, on normal boxes aren't at the side, they're directly in the middle. So you do have these. Thing up there. I'm trying to rush this now. I don't know how long this is going on for this review now, but, yeah. There's dimensions of it. I think that's Jack 14 actually building it with his lightning, which is kind of cool. Don't know how he did that, but apparently he can do that. That's the way he does it. I can't show you. That's... I don't know if those two start working together, even though he's meant to be separatist and he's meant to be Republic. But I don't know if they start working together to get him, or whatever. If we, you know, go around, yeah. Etc. He's lighting him. Oh, that's sad. He's lighting him. And yeah. So there you go. That is the set. I'll have to go into what happened with the how to build of this in a GeneralJSmith update of what happened to that. But yeah, that is the set. Definitely well worth it, as I said. You know, get it if you've got, this is like the 5th or 6th one. After you've got like Gunship, ATTE, Compromised Tank Droid, Home Spy Droid, all them. Before this, you know, then get it. That's pretty much it. So thanks guys for watching. I love this figure. Yeah. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video, I suppose. Bye, guys.